Hi all! Today I want to talk about soliloquies and asides. What are they? What's the difference between them? And how do you act them? Let's jump right in. A soliloquy is basically a monologue where the character is on stage by themselves. This is different from an aside where the character is on stage with other characters, but they share a couple of lines of dialogue or text with the audience. What they have in common is that nobody else in the play knows what's been said. Something that's quite different about them is usually the length. A soliloquy is usually quite long. It's usually a decent couple of minutes, at least a minute, where a character is really trying to figure something out. Asides, on the other hand, are usually pretty short and snappy, and therein lies the key for how to actually act them. Soliloquies can be treated like any other monologue in the sense that you're usually looking for a dramatic arc as an actor. You're looking for an objective. What is it that they're trying to figure out? What did they have to stop and literally verbalize to get through to make them take the next step forward? In Shakespeare's day, it was a common practice for the actors to talk to the audience, not just in soliloquies, but generally. But certainly in a soliloquy, they would be taking a moment to really talk to the audience and get their feedback. So make a joke with them, ask them real questions. To be or not to be is a genuine question asked to the audience. However, you don't need to always be talking to the audience in a soliloquy. There will be times where your character might just be reflecting to themselves because they're trying to work something out. So that's your tip as an actor, is to go through and think about, where might I be talking to the audience here and where might I be reflecting to myself? And when I am talking to the audience, who could I be talking to? Does it make a difference if I'm imagining, if I'm in an audition, for example, imagining that I'm talking to a woman as opposed to talking to a man, for example, or someone older, someone younger? What type of person could I be talking to that might understand what I'm going through? Or conversely, might make me feel a certain way. Maybe I look at someone and it makes me feel angry, and that helps me get into the right emotional state and think about the right things that help me through as a character and as an actor. A word of warning though, don't pick too many different people to talk to. Really, you only want to pick maybe like 3 different focal points, imagining maybe 3 different people that you're talking to, or you could just pick one spot, that's totally fine. But just don't pick like 20 different spots around the room. Too many focal points always just looks muddy. Now, the delivery of an aside, if you're in a production, is going to depend kind of on the director and the style of the show that you're in. I personally think they should be delivered with a fair bit of energy and fairly fast, because if you think about the fact that there are other characters around them, I think that traditionally it would have been a sense of, I need to quickly come and tell you this secret, not I'm going to stop for a while and chat about my secret plan. And that, I think, is why they're a little bit on the shorter side. Sometimes they're just there for comedy as well. Sometimes it's just the character having a laugh and not wanting to get in trouble about it. There's plenty of that in Shakespeare. So that's just a quick laugh with your friend. I don't personally think they should be laboured over, but it really depends on the production. I hope that's answered your questions about asides and soliloquies. If not, let me know in the comments. If you're learning about Shakespeare, you might also like my iambic pentameter explained video, which I will link on screen for you, and that gives you some tips about how to deal with iambic pentameter as an actor as well. And I will be doing more videos on dealing with iambic pentameter in the future. So please subscribe if you are looking for some help with getting better at Shakespeare. That's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.